volume down. Wait, we put the volume down. I know it's going to go up again.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I didn't even know we're... Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hey, it's so good
How are
to see you.
Good
I haven't
to see you too, hon.
so long.
What's going on?
Well, I had a week from hell.
I know you're gonna have to definitely tell us.
Oh, jeez. But
Yeah,
I am happy that I have my voice. I'm breathing mostly good, but I got
Overall.
a reaction to the shots. And I don't believe in them anymore. That is the last shot I'm ever getting.
Right.
3 shots, 3 reactions, 1 day at a time.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
That's not the pregnancy shot.
No, I had a lot of crazy experiences. You know me, always Calamity Jane.
Oh yes, that's for sure.
And you know what it is to pick me up.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
Patrick had to pick me up this time. I was in Savers. I got stuck with a needle, and I needed a tetanus shot. And in Savers, nobody speaks English. Right. So I'm there. Patrick's in the bathroom, and they're screaming, "Can Patrick please come to the front?" It was like I was a 2-year-old. Okay, so that, and then I went to the seniors to get my shot. I don't know why they let me go ahead of the whole line. I was thrilled. Everybody gave me a dirty look. I was mud.
Could you cut the line?
But I didn't.
I would have been enjoying
you had
that.
to.
Well, I live there, so now I'm going to get bad mail. in my
VIP.
mailbox.
You know that already.
They should have given you VIP, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to get bad mail. And then I got this sickness from all the shots, and I had to go to Dr. Chris, who's a doll. He was cracking up because only you. So, thank God I have my voice back. I've been quiet for 7 days in the house.
God almighty, I couldn't even picture that.
I know.
It's a world event.
I'm telling you.
And nobody,
I like
of course,
that one.
I wasn't contagious, but my family, God bless them, they brought food, they brought soup, you sent stuff.
So it wasn't so bad.
They won't come in. They think I'm contagious.
Well, because
But I'm not.
You say that.
Well, we'll find out after today, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll definitely find out.
But
right?
I thank everyone
I'm
for the
glad she's
calls
sitting
and
over
everything.
there.
Yeah.
So it was a day from hell, but it's good to see you because I haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see you. I love your white. You look very sleazy today.
Thank you.
And we have great people here today, good old friends. So introduce yourself.
Wait, who are you calling old? Wait a minute.
That's on you.
Come on.
Hey,
I resemble that remark.
I'm older than you guys, so I'm on the 7th floor.
Is it safe yet?
Yes.
I don't want to. Okay, I'm sorry. We're passing that. I'm Vinny Lagana.
Vinny, I love Vinny's. Vinny Bag of Donuts. Vinny.
Vinny, lots of nicknames, right? The one and only. But Vincent Lagana from Bedford, New York. Now live in East Mauritius, as you guys
Nice
know.
there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a little bit slower than Hempstead. You know, I've always been a fast-paced guy.
Yeah, you are.
So in a slower environment, I think is a good place for me to be, and I love it out there. But it's great to be out here and to see you guys again. Talk a little bit solar and catch up. And
I like your new white shirt.
Thank you. It's
very nice.
I don't love the collar on it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love the collar on it. I'm constantly having to fix
I'm a
the collar.
turtleneck queen because I took them out, washed them while I was home. 107 I have. Turtlenecks.
You have what?
107 turtlenecks.
Wow. That's impressive.
Okay, yeah, that's impressive.
I don't have 107 pieces of anything.
Yes, because I'm always cold in the winter, you know. So I have to be my neck, my throat, because I get sick, you know. So 107, who can top that?
Wow. Yeah. No, she has a lot of stuff. She really does. She has a lot of stuff. No, you didn't.
No, I give it away now. I don't want a yard sale.
Good for you.
So Anita,
yes,
this you meeting her for the first time?
Yes,
she is the greatest. She's a dynamo.
Aww.
She is a singer. She is a performer. She is an artist. She's Anita, the Starlite.
Yes, I am. I'm all of those things
is.
and so much more.
She's a comedian too.
Yeah, you think? Okay, yeah, I can't help it. It's just, it comes out. It just, I see something funny and my little brain goes bing, and there it is.
She was the star of our commercial we did here for fruitcake.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
the guys loved
They
her.
really, really liked me.
They did.
Yeah.
They loved her.
How can they not?
Yeah, right. What's not like?
What's
Really?
not to like?
Right.
Yeah, like
And then when she starts singing those tunes, forgot about it.
forget
And
about
your new
it.
photo.
Oh yeah, they did. What
The
did
new
what?
photo.
new photo. It sounded like she said nude photo.
I said, what are you?
Yeah, wait a minute.
You didn't tell me
a little more interesting.
Oh, yeah, they did. What kind of show is this again? I know I've been out for a while.
Photo.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. I when I saw it last night, I'm like, shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, really,
Singing
really
away.
nice. So you were you did an event yesterday.
I did an
Sorry,
event
we missed
yesterday.
it because of my illness.
Yeah. Valentina said I'm a singer, performer. I do a Streisand tribute. Not all the time when I'm singing, but at certain occasions I'll be hired to do a Streisand tribute. And but I also belong to a comedic troupe that was created by professional comedian Stevie GB. Shout out Stevie GB.
Love him. I invited him today too.
He is the best.
He's busy though.
Oh yeah, he's crazy busy. But he created this group called the Retirement Village People, TVRP.
They're very funny.
And it's a parody off of the Village People.
Oh, great.
And we sing song parodies. And our theme song is AARP. And it goes from there. So
And it's hysterical.
yeah, so we did a show yesterday in Lindenhurst at the Studio Theater. We had a fantastic turnout, a great audience.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah, and they were so, oh my gosh, they were having a great old time. So Stevie GB's name in the group is Monty Belligerent. And I'm having a brain thing right now. Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing. For our,
it happens to all of us.
Pianist and our other member, oh my god, Joe Galish, he goes by Cranky Carmichael, so they're cranky and belligerent. And then we have Les Deegan, who's also a singer.
He's from West Hampstead.
Yes, comedian. He does all over the place, senior centers and stuff like that. And because his name is Les, he is less young in the group. And my name is Anita, so I'm Anita Knapp. K-N-A-P-P. I'm Anita Knapp.
I like that.
I'm Anita Knapp.
Yes.
So yeah. So we have a good time. We have a good rapport with each other. And,
well, I heard good things about yesterday because I got the wires come to me all the time.
Oh yeah. We had a very responsive audience. They really embraced us, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it does definitely. So, well, I'm glad.
Then again, what's not to like? It was the funny stuff. Yeah,
it was. It was very good. Hey, you could put anyone in a good mood in a minute.
I try.
That's a talent.
I'll tell you, one of my biggest successes was at Stop and Shop. I was walking through the produce section. You can't make this up, boy. No, you can't make this up. I was walking through the produce section, and a woman had like this little 1.5-year-old kid in the cart, and she's putting in the cake. The kid's crying, and I know what that's about. It's not fun for mommy. And then there are people, especially men.
They don't like
they have no tolerance for that, they're like So I went past, and then I backed up and I motioned to the mom like, it's okay if I talk to I would never just go up to somebody's child. And she said, no, it's okay. So I said, oh honey, and of course kids, their attention span is like this big. So the kid was looking at me. And I said, oh, honey, I know. The prices in here make me want to cry, too. And then I just turned and walked away. That was it. Mommy laughed. Baby stopped crying. Everybody's happy.
No, that's great. You know what you should do at Stop and Shop one day? You should just sing through the...
Yeah. And then they'll have some guys with a white jacket
coming after,
right?
In the Italian and Giuseppe's, they have a guy
I know they do that. Yes.
You might get a job out of it. That's right. The weirdest things happen,
Send you all around the country, different stores, different states.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have you. And I thank you for the vodka. I heard you brought vodka.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
We'll pour some of that crap over here.
It's unopened. It's unopened.
We'll open it another time.
I don't know,
I
too
like
early.
the Cosmopolitans.
Yeah, well, you know.
She doesn't waste any time.
Hey, listen.
That's my
crack it
favorite
open.
drink.
If you
No,
want to
no,
get
no.
started.
I'm on
Don't let me hold you
steroids.
back.
I'm on steroids right now.
I went to.
This is me not on alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You got to see her at night.
And it's only, what time is it? Can I tell you a funny story real quick? Like,
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't drink that much. You know, in my college days, I
Doesn't
was
drink any
more
less.
of a drinker. But a good friend of mine just got married. And so it was on Saturday morning at this beautiful event in Rhode Island.
Ooh,
pretty.
Shout out to my peoples, Jillian, Joshua, congratulations. But it was early. And so I said, you know what? I don't care. It's 9:30.
I'm drinking.
I'm at a wedding. And I started with the Patron at like 10 o'clock. Budweiser, Patron. It was a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. And my head was, I had a headache. Normally, like it's called a hangover. Like you wake up the next day. I had a hangover like 2 hours later.
Yeah,
it wasn't even the next day. I had to go to bed. It was crazy. So
Well, you probably had a good time.
I did have a great time. It was a great wedding. It was a really
remember
good
it.
time.
That's
all that
I
matters.
remember it, yeah. And, you know, I sobered up. I, you know, ate a little bit and drank some water, chilled, relaxed, had some coffee. So I was smart about it. But by the time I got home, that was it. Lights out. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Hasta la vista,
Wow.
baby.
Hey, look, when you're at a wedding, it's time to party.
Yeah.
Right,
so,
Greg?
Yes.
But that's all the drinking I need for, you know,
Well,
before, I don't know.
Greg was
8
my
o'clock? I don't
escort
know.
at my daughter's wedding
Oh, yeah?
last year. Yes, we had a ball.
Wedding last year, no invite.
No.
Come
nobody-
on, man.
It was in COVID.
Okay.
I was the last minute invite anyway.
Greg was
All right.
the only one that came.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
He drove me this goddamn guy. He's
right.
so nice.
nice.
And he walked, you know, he was like my husband.
Yeah,
that
that's
day.
awesome. Very cool.
That's
Very
right.
cool.
That's
So
it.
He was
anyways,
the fake husband.
well, he's my work
Not
husband.
fake. Just say work
Yeah, the
husband.
work husband. That's
Definitely
right.
Just
Fake.
work husband.
I
like the
stand
work
corrected.
husband. That's
Yes,
it, work
you
husband.
The work husband.
So what have you been up to since I haven't seen you? Busy, right?
You know what? Really, really busy. Trying to. Most people know I'm just trying to stay healthy, but everything's good.
You look good.
Yeah, that's
I
all
love
that
the
matters.
white. You look
Everything, yeah.
So sexy today. Really? You
Well,
look good.
that's why you called me, right? Today was
Yeah.
supposed to be the
Hey,
sexy
today was
man
sexy
day,
day,
right?
Now, you know it's in this,
yeah.
right?
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
So,
I'm so happy to be better. That's it.
Yeah, no. I just had my son. My son had his football game. He only has a couple left, and he's with Chaminade. And I was really, really happy. They turned around, they threw a pass. It got deflected, and then my son one-handedly caught the. Yeah, they have a touchdown. It was great. That was definitely like a hallmark moment.
Boy,
you know, like
he's got
every day.
hands.
Yeah, he's got
He plays. He's a receiver.
Yeah, receiver. Yeah.
Oh, it's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. Yeah, he's a big
Well,
kid.
he's
a
like
big
his
kid.
father.
Yes. Is he
Tall,
looking at
handsome.
colleges yet?
So no. He's just a freshman.
That's all right. With talent like that.
Yeah,
He's
what do
gonna
you
go-
know?
You got
You
the
know what?
bloodline.
But you know
You
what?
got the
I
bloodline,
just
right?
want him to listen. I want that college degree kind of
Sure.
thing. I mean, but I want the high school degree.
Sure.
You know,
Sure.
and that's a lot of things that people do, especially like in basketball. They'll just do 1 year of college and they go into the pros. I understand the money's great, whatever it is,
Yeah.
but then what happens if it doesn't work out?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know you can always go back to
I'm not
college.
saying don't get the
You
degree.
know?
I'm just saying, is he looking now? Because you got to start him
Well,
early.
Well, he
you
wants
do.
to go to West Point.
Oh, does? Oh,
Yeah.
God
Wow,
bless.
that'd
I,
be great.
that's what he'd
awesome.
like to do. So, you know what? Let's see what happens.
Very
That's
good.
awesome.
So
You
proud
know?
of him, really.
You know, but other than that, everything
So
else.
you've been doing family. You've been
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
kids.
You know what? A lot of family time.
Good.
And
I heard it was Caroline's birthday, so here you go. Here's a card for her.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, she turned 50.
Yeah, really?
She
50?
turned 50. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So
I figured if she hits lotto, she can
But
win.
other yeah. So
That's great.
yeah. I
so,
just had so many. You know what? I had just so many things to talk about, and
Okay.
you know how sometimes you draw a blank.
Oh yeah.
well, start with that.
Yeah. All right, easy, killer.
I like
You
telling
know
you
what? Can you
to do.
like this? I gotta get a bigger.
You know
what
This
this
is the
is?
purpose why I have the.
Is that right?
That is.
Oh,
no,
that's
not
great.
it's not a joke. It's
No,
the truth.
this is-
I
this
have
is
that
for real.
specific,
I
but
was
she
very
doesn't stop.
Well, you know,
Very, very hurt.
he's got an agenda. He's got to stay.
Because you know what? She sticks.
No.
She sticks her
I
nose
didn't
in where
look, though. I just
freaking
put- I
it doesn't
did this.
belong. Look, see, look where her hand is. Look, and I even move over. I even move over.
Yeah, by the end of the show, you'll be by the
that's right.
skeleton.
I'm going to be sitting on her lap.
Yeah.
But
I just
Yeah.
like to torture him.
yeah, no. Today is every day. We always have. We always mention what today is. Today's National Pasta Day.
Is it really?
Yeah,
How did I not know that?
Yeah, so
How
I
do I
mean,
not
it's,
know
yeah.
that? I'm ashamed.
Every day is National
Yeah.
Something Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who sits sits and makes this stuff?
Well, that's
up?
I've
I
always
just
said
wanna
that.
know.
I've always
It's
said
all-
that.
it's
I've
women
always
Somebody
said
that has a lot of time on
That's
their
it.
hands.
But it takes a long time to get a National Day. You have to work at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come
Like
on,
if I
Anita.
wanted to make it National Valentina Day, you know,
I'd sign a
you know
petition
how
for
long
that.
that
that's
in a
it.
minute.
I'd sign a
you know how
petition.
long it would take me? Forget
Yeah.
about it. Forget about
Right.
For
it.
you, it would happen overnight.
Want to give a quick shout out, Jenny A, Jenny C. How you doing, guys? Kathy, how are you? Love. Haven't seen. Well, I did see you not too long ago. Denise Taboo. I know she's in. I think you're in Florida. You're back home. I know she's always going back and forth.
Oh,
Hope all is well. Patricia. She writes. So glad you are better.
Oh, that's
Thank
my
you,
very dear friend.
honey. I really appreciate that. Jim Darmus, how are you? How you doing? Miss Gardner, I got to tell you, she's from Washington D.C., the past distinguished governor, and she is an amazing woman. And for all the work that she does, she had to take care of 3 states. And I mean, she was all over the place. And I just got to give you a really big shout out. And I did watch the show with your dad. Her father, God rest his soul, passed away. And it was on this. They were talking about high schools and stuff, so he was on there. And I got to tell you, he has some pretty high credentials. So I have to say that he did quite a few degrees. MDW, baby, I know we have our thing coming up this weekend with 78 Power Radio, 78.7. We're looking forward to that. You know, you should have came down here today. It would have been really good to see you. I know I'll see you and Cliff out there. Over here.
I actually was going to call him and say you want to stop by, but I didn't.
Yeah, no. But he's another busy one.
He
I'm even
doesn't have time.
shocked that he even popped up.
Watching, right.
And Mike and Benny B's from Florida. And he was with also, I mean, everybody ended up kind of moving and whatever it is.
Yeah,
but giving
so
a big
sad.
shout out to
Miss
Benny
them.
B. I'm sorry I didn't see you. And Mike, I know I was supposed to come on over, but it ended up being super late evening. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll make it up to you. Stacy, how are you, honey? Alvin Kahn, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And Mr. Kevin Camper. Oh, look at this.
Hey.
Good to see you back. Thanks for even watching. I really appreciate it, Kevin. Kevin is probably the most devoted Kiwanian I have ever met in all the years being in Kiwanis. This guy is everywhere, and
He is.
he's the nicest. You know what? That's what Kiwanis should be about. People like him. Everyone
sure.
should be like him and learn from him.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I'm just giving you a big shout out, guys, and then let's get back.
Well, today is a very special day, too, because it's Anita's birthday.
birthday?
Oh, well, it's my
birthday.
birthday
Oh, it's your
week.
birthday.
There
Oh,
you
it's your
go.
birthday week.
I
Happy
missed
My
it.
birthday was officially
We're not having
Friday.
cake, but you're going to have cookies when you
Oh,
come.
all right. That's
And
nice.
because it's a birthday, you get cookies.
These are
Come on,
Cookies.
now. Really?
Oh,
all right.
goodies.
You know, these will be gone by the
Look at
time I
those
get home.
gorgeous
These,
gloves.
look, these are some
Thank you.
hoochie ass. I need some hoochie. These are red gloves.
I think she would
Sorry.
wear them.
Of course you would. You kidding me?
You got a perfect
Did,
outfit
did
for
you
that,
ever
don't
see
you?
her in the nurse's outfit?
Oh,
No, I have
she
not.
has one. Yeah, she
No,
does
I
a
have
nurse.
not.
You need
So,
those
like,
gloves and no, I don't mean it like privately. No, she did a show, so please, I'm sorry. They're like, what? I
That
can
was
see what
with the
I can
music
see what
and
the comments are
laughter
gonna be.
therapy
Yes,
group.
she's great
Nice.
in that.
You know?
Oh,
But I
boy.
thought you could wear those gloves when you sing, because look at them. They're so
Oh my
fancy.
goodness! Oh yeah.
They're red and black. You know, with that,
Okay.
let's talk about red and black. I mean,
Okay.
power colors,
Yeah, y'all.
Power
That's
colors,
right.
baby. Oh,
That's
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Happy
you so
birthday.
much.
from the whole team at the show and the club.
That's awesome.
She supports
Happy
us a lot. Yes.
That's right.
So let's talk about your business.
Okay.
We met you with the drink last time, of course,
Right.
the mighty light drink, whatever it was. And it's coming back maybe eventually, right?
Maybe.
Maybe,
We'll
maybe
see.
not.
You never know.
So I see you have a shirt that says National Grid,
Right.
but you're from this other company,
Love Solar Energy Services.
Love, Love.
LOVE.
So you love it?
I do. And you know, it's funny how earlier when Anita was saying what's not to like, I was going to say that's exactly the slogan for my company. What's not to love about the solar energy industry? Well, the industry itself, there's a lot that's not so great. But solar in itself is a great thing, and everyone should love it. And when you think about all the benefits to it, what's not to love?
But I think most people like myself are not that educated on it. And when you're at my age, unfortunately, which is getting up there, and I live in an area with a lot of seniors, if someone comes to the door, they're like, hey, get out.
yeah.
You know, so how do you fix that? Because a lot of people that own homes don't know what are the benefits.
Well, I think if you're talking about people who are coming to your door, because there's a lot of different ways to gain solar visibility. You don't have to go door to door. You could do online marketing. You could do seminars. You could do public forums. You know, the fall is coming. You could do harvest festivals, and you know, you can do a lot of different venues to gain access to people. But especially when you're going door to door, you know, you got to remember, we're New Yorkers, right? We have thick skin. I know if I'm knocking on your door, before I knock on that door, there's a good chance someone's going to say, hey, get out of here, schmuck, right? You're the 14th person who's knocked on my door today. Get the hell out of here. I want to watch the game. Mm-hmm. So I got to know that this is going to probably happen. So you got to have thick skin. You got to be confident, but most important, you have to have a good product behind you.
You have to have knowledge. And
because if you don't have the product, how can I think what people like the most about me, and there's a lot not to like, I understand, you know, I'm loud, right? I'm extremely handsome, you know, as we said before.
Not easy being you.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
I did. Suit jackets.
I got a jacket over there, you know, I mean, hey, but you know, what people like is that they sense that I'm not full of garbage. I know what I'm talking about. So you don't have to like me, but you have to know that what I'm saying is true. Now, everybody wants to work with someone that they like. Yes. Right, so I try to be as amicable as possible, and you see, I laugh and joke, but sometimes, yeah, like sure,
me. I'm the same way.
You know, and it's been therapeutic at times,
and that's a gift. And I got to tell you something. I know it doesn't talk back to us. I love it. It understands, it's absorbing everything we say.
Oh, see, that's my man right there.
You know, so
laughter never brought anybody down.
That's right.
That's right.
You up.
No pun intended. Meaning the tray, right?
That's right. Exactly.
So, but I just think that people like the genuine truth that I love what I do. I know what I'm doing is good, and I am here today basically maybe to stir the pot a little bit. You know, let's call out some of these people who've been lying to our neighbors, who've been filling their heads with propaganda about this program or that program. As I said to you earlier, solar's been on Long Island for about 10 years now. Yeah. I could have gone to college and had a nuclear physicist degree by now, but we still don't know the difference between a loan and a lease. Right. We don't know what a tax credit is. Why? Yeah. And you have to think that when you've been in it from the beginning, you see a lot of people that they, just like the utility company. Have you ever tried reading the back of your bill? Yeah. Who knows what those charges are? You throw them right in the garbage, right?
Well, I throw them in a drawer.
Shredder, or you throw them in a drawer.
I don't shred them. I throw them in a drawer.
So I feel like there's maybe a little bit of ambiguity on purpose, because if they really knew what the programs were all about, people would make their own informed decisions. So you don't have to sell solar. You just have to explain it. And you don't work for my company name is on my shirt. Love Solar Energy Services, right? But the truth of the matter is I don't work for anyone other than you. Right. I'm a true broker. I don't care if you go with apple or strawberry or vanilla, but I want to give you what's right for you, because I don't have to prove anything to anybody else. I just have to make sure that we are on the same page together and that I'm doing something good for you. And I don't get paid if you don't get paid. Like, I want this to close as much as you do, but if I can't incentivize you enough to do it, then you're going to leave. I'm going to leave with a bad taste in your mouth. You're going to tell everybody else, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's a snake, and then I'm just as bad and guilty as everyone else in the industry or any other industry. It doesn't have to be solar. It could be anything. Mm-hmm. But I think it's time, with the rise in electric bills, the just a major focus that there is on the shift of power right in front of our eyes, that we don't see how we're shaping the future. And so many people are hurting and struggling, continuing to pay really high bills for no other reason that they just don't feel good about it. Yeah. They want to save money. Everybody. Who doesn't want to save a buck? Who doesn't want to add value to their home? Another misconception. Oh, it's not going to add value to my home. I'll never be able to sell it. Really? Check out the stats. Right. You'll be able to sell it for more money and faster, most likely. But what happens if they don't want to? What if they don't want solar? Right. Well, they're probably crazy, or they probably feel like you do, and so many people knock on their door, and they probably just need something to explain it. If they still don't want it, the house is being listed as a green home. If you go to a house and you're looking for a home with a swimming pool, and as your realtor, I bring you to a house without a pool, you're going to say, what are you doing? Bring them here. Right. You don't need to find another home. You need to find another realtor. Right. So the house is listed as a green home. And for every one person that says they don't want it, there's 100 people behind them saying, me. Right.
See, now I got to see about that. Now, this is this was the reason why I didn't put solar panels, because I didn't know. One, I don't know much about it. Okay. Number two, you hear that you save a lot. Right. Okay, you save a lot. Now, if you plan on staying in your home for X amount of years, definitely it's well worth it. If you plan on just staying there for a few years, it's not worth it. I mean, from what I understand.
This is right.
Okay. So now, the only thing I couldn't understand was when the guy came up to me, he goes, yeah, he goes, this is like $35,000 or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Price, $40,000.
Right.
And he says, but after all the rebates and blah, 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 it's only going to cost you $15,000.
Right. Okay.
Right. So wait. So then now the second question. So you'll answer.
That's
2 and 1.
misleading.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So and so that right there and there, and I said, so I got to lay out. He goes, that's the thing. He goes, you're going to lay out this money,
right,
but you're going to get this money back.
Right.
That was one. And then number 2, I said, well, we had a few blackouts, so I bought a generator. So God forbid, if there's ever a problem, I have a backup generator.
Right.
Which is great.
Right.
But for the solar power thing, he turned around and he goes, no, he goes, you're selling, so you'll explain it to me how it works.
Sure.
But he said to me, no. I said, so if there's ever a blackout, I'm good, right? I mean, I know I have something stored.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, no, you got to pay like $9,000 for like a battery that I would have to put. So the $9,000 plus the $4,000, it's like $50,000 that I would have to invest.
Free.
Right,
But you hear it's free.
But, right.
A free $50,000 that's riding on your credit report.
But that's the thing. And he turned around and he goes, don't worry, you'll get the money back.
But you don't get 100% of it back.
Right. So this is what really, really, when I thought about it, I'm like, no.
So that's one program. And if that person works for a specific company, that's the only program he's going to tell you about.
Okay.
Because he's got other programs that are available to you, but that's not what he gets paid for. So his job is to make you feel like that program is what you need. Kind of like taking a circle and fitting it into a square or a square fit. Right. Yeah, I'm sure if you force it in there, it'll fit, but it'll never fit right.
Right.
So let me start in the beginning. If you sell your home, it's completely transferable. Now, I represent a bunch of different companies. One of my main companies you see on my Facebook pages, I'm very proud to be a part of them, is Sunrun. Sunrun is just one of many products that I have. SunNova, Enterbank, there's a bunch of different financing options. But with different programs, they transfer. Not a loan, not a lien, it transfers. And I'm proud to represent them on my shirt because that's how this partnership started with National Grid Energy Services and Sunrun. They chose my office at the time to implement this on Long Island in Nassau County and in Staten Island. And I'm really proud of them because they have a 100% success rate when transferring to a new homeowner. Think about that, 100%. So it's that excuse that I would never be able to sell my home or nobody wants to transfer. It's either continue to pay the high rates that you're paying now with the utility company or take over that lower payment that you have through the Sunrun. So people are chomping at the bit to get that lower payment. And when you're seeing electric bills going up 25, 35, 45%, literally supply costs over 50% in some places across New England, it's ridiculous. So why would anybody not want to take that payment? Of course they would, because the other alternative is 25, 45, 65% higher. And the value that it adds to your house, because you're not spending all that money over an extended period of time, is money saved is money earned, right? So it adds value to the house. It keeps more money in your pocket. It's great. It transfers 100%. Now, some of the other products out there, they do require loans. Now, Sunrun doesn't require a loan. They're one of the companies that doesn't require any money out of your pocket. You're not taking out a loan. It's not riding on your credit. It doesn't affect your ability to borrow in any way, but you don't get the tax credits. In exchange for the tax credits, you get monitoring, maintenance, and all this other good stuff. And I'm not here just, advocating for Sunrun, but when I speak to someone like you who has told me these other reasons, this is the one I go to. Now, if you say, Vin, listen, I just don't care. I'm one of these guys. It's either cash or it's a loan. I'm not taking anything that says lease, even though it's not really it's a customized lease and you have the option to own it. Or, hey, listen, I'm not moving. My kids are out of college. I got more money than I know what to do with. I want the cheapest price on electric I could possibly get. That person's going to either buy it cash or they're going to take out a loan and pay it off when they're ready to, right? Because it doesn't matter. It's not hurting their debt to income ratio. You got to know where to go with what person. So I'm just saying it's completely transferable. You don't have to take out a loan. You don't have to worry about new homeowners. And knowing what's right, instead of trying to make a sale, trying to educate homeowners on what the products are out there, you don't need me to tell you what's best for you. My job and my fiduciary responsibility to the homeowners are to make sure that we understand what their goals are and how these programs affect their lives today and for years to come. And then they'll say, well, that sounds good to me. Can we get that one? And then depending on the qualifying process, you either run a credit application or, most of them at these times, you only need the last 4 of your social. It's not even a hard inquiry. It doesn't even affect your credit.
Right?
Yes. And installation processes take 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I pride myself on doing things faster than anybody, more adequately. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. If after 10 years you don't know how to connect the dots, you might need to start doing something different. But you're a victim of an industry that, is still in its infancy stages, still cutting its teeth. 10 years in, we have a much better process, but all of those trials and tribulations, all the confusion, all of the different reps and the companies just showing up into the industry to try to make a sale has caused a lot of dissension and confusion.
Yeah, people are afraid, and also
and I understand.
they go like this, back away from it.
And I understand. I can't blame them.
Right.
People. I pay an electric bill too. I have a home. People knock on my door just like they do yours. And whether it's vacuums or pest control or anything else, I know what it's like to be that guy. And that's what I tell everyone. When I knock on a door, I say, that's exactly why I'm here. Right. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. Trying to slam sales in, trying to lie about products, trying to scare homeowners out of other products if they see they don't qualify for theirs. It's like, hey, you're going to do it with me or you're going to do it with nobody. It's really unfair. So I think what we need to do now is everybody kind of just get back to the basics, keep it very simple, and really analyze your costs for solar and options. And just I would urge you and everybody else listening, if you've experienced something bad already, or you're unsure, or you think you know what you're talking about, to reach out to me directly immediately.
Definitely,
because there is and if not me, whoever you're working with, just say, hey, listen, break it down. How does this compare to this? What do I got to do to get into this program? And why would this be more effective for me than this one? And if they can't give you all of those questions answered, in a decent amount of time, in a professional manner where it really sounds like they know what they're talking about, then don't do it.
Right.
I'll be the first one to tell you, don't do it. If it's not right for you, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. The alternative is that you're going to be paying a lot more money than you should.
Right.
So eventually you'll find the person that it makes sense with. But until you have all those questions answered, until you've uncovered every stone, don't just jump into something, because you're going to regret it. And that regret is what's killing this industry as well. 5 years in, 4 years in, I'm not saving any money. And man, I didn't know I had a loan on my house. I went to refinance. They told me I had a lien against me. Wow.
Well, you seem so passionate about it.
I love it.
If anybody wants information, you gotta go to Vinny. Vinny's the guy, let me tell you, really.
Oh my God.
I am passionate about it. It's so many people are adversely affected.
Well, it's very true.
I try really hard to give a bad industry a good name, and I get a lot of crap for it, guys.
I'm sure you
I get
do.
a lot of crap for it. People
Really?
look at me, they look at me as just a lying guy. I'm just trying to make a buck. I don't care about you. And it's hard. There's a lot of animosity.
Well, especially lately.
Yeah, of course. I don't need that in my life. I'm anxious enough already. I don't need other
Really?
people.
You would never tell.
I mean, listen, I am who I am, and I think that's what people like about me.
It's
I'm not
true.
trying to be a quarterback playing wide receiver. I am who I am, and I'm going to play who I am. And if you like that honesty and transparency, you're going to like me. If you don't like that, if you want to be smoothed and you want to be finessed into a lie, hey, more power to you.
That's it.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's
You're good at this, like you could be in acting.
So I've been told. Hey, listen, you got to listen. All in due time.
But
It's
he
all part of
believes
God's
in what
plan.
he-
That's right.
saying.
You believe that.
Exactly.
Right.
Well,
Believes in what he's saying.
that's the key. If you love what you do, you
That's
do
right.
well. If
That's
you
right.
believe in it, that's
Amen.
half your problem.
Amen. I agree, and I appreciate you guys saying that, because that's what I pride myself on.
What does the average homeowner then
Save.
wind up? Well, what do they wind up spending to begin with?
Okay, good question. Out-of-pocket expense for any program I carry, unless they choose to say, hey, Vin, I want to buy it cash, is nothing. Whether it's a loan, a lease, it's nothing. A prepaid lease or whatever the difference is. Out-of-pocket, nothing.
Zero.
Zero.
So it'll either be leased or financed or whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
what number is that?
So now you have a payment. You're always going to pay your electric bill, right? So you either have, and depending on the market, what state
So
you're in.
just say $700. Say you have $700 a month you pay.
So if you're paying $700
Yeah,
a
just
month
roughly ballpark.
with no money out of your pocket right now, with your average price per kilowatt hour on Long Island being somewhere in the high 20s, you're going to get, and again, it all depends on who you're working with.
Right.
Because the same guy, just like a mortgage broker, you sell,
Yeah.
you go to refinance your
interest
house.
rate.
They want to give you a
Yeah.
6.75, but you really qualified for a 6 flat.
Right.
I could have given you 18 cents, but the next guy gave you 21. So if he's giving you 21 cents and I'm giving you 18, you're definitely going to save more money with me. But it all depends. Is it a south-facing house? Is there a lot of shade? Is it very steep?
With all that stuff.
Right.
When you're doing that, then to me, I'm like, wait a second.
Right. That needs to be done
this is
before you
right.
get into the house,
Right.
so that
Okay,
when I
so
speak
right,
to you, I
right.
just
Because
give you
then it gets,
your
it's
info.
just too much.
That's
you know,
right.
You just,
Analysis paralysis.
Right, exactly.
So basically, you're looking at anywhere from a bad home is going to save between 20 to 30%. A great home, due south-facing house, no obstructions. I'm saving people over 50%. And if you have a third-party energy company whose rates have gone through the roof for their supply costs, without you even knowing, because they gave you some introductory rate that was lower for 6 months and now it's through the roof, you could save 55, 60% even in your first year. And then it's going to compound over time. There's a lot of money to be saved, a lot of money. And people are just sitting there paying top dollar to the utility company simply because they just don't know or because they've had a bad experience. And it's time to put a change to that. So, you know, I'm challenging everyone who's listening to this, everyone who does solar, do the right thing by your homeowners. It's sad. You see so many people in Nassau County, but only 3% of them have solar?
Yeah.
3%?
But again, you see, you got to explain to the consumers themselves, the solar company, your solar, the Love Solar, they're buying they're selling it, or what are they doing with it? Because you're just saying that it's solar and you're giving us 20%, you're giving us 30%, whatever. What transpires from my home to you, then to what is it, the PSNG?
Right.
What I mean, people don't even know what the solar power panels do.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
It's very true.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
You're right.
You're talking about, you save all this money and then you have panels on the top of your roof and and then
what
so
happens?
how does that work? I mean, what's the process from
Solar
where?
101, it's very simple. PV rays, you heard of UV rays. Those are ultraviolet rays. PV rays are photovoltaic rays. They hit your panels. Those panels capture that energy and it will create a current. How? I don't know. I'm not an electrical engineer, but that electrical current is created and it runs through a conduit, right? Electric runs into current. That current will hit an inverter unless it has an inverter underneath its own individual panel, and that's a difference in products, whatever. Some like, potato, whichever one you use. And then it runs through that inverter and it converts it from DC energy, which is direct current, to AC energy, is how our houses use energy. It goes to your meter, and then as you flick on your switch and you need power, it's pulling the power that it's producing from its own solar system right then and there, which is connected to your home. If you're producing more than you can use, the excess goes back to the grid. But that's your energy. You produce it. It goes back to the regular existing PSE&G grid that you get your regular electric from now, prior to having solar, the one that's existed forever. If you need more than you produce, you get your energy just like you always have, but now you have to pay them for whatever their cost is. So homes that produce 100% of their power, that don't need power from PSE&G, will literally replace 100% of their old electric bill with their new reduced electric bill in writing, fixed cost forever or for 25 years. And you'd only have a connection fee to the grid. But if you need more than your system that can produce, you have to still pay for that excess energy. Now, Greg, you bring up a really good point, because in places like Rhode Island, they have a feed-in tariff.
Right.
And then you're putting energy back into the grid, and they're paying you for what you produce at a premium, so that there's an excess, and use that excess to drop down your electric bill after you pay for your loan for $40,000 that sits on your credit, which is ridiculous. So if you can get that product without taking out a loan, with a battery backup, they're doing great things with no money out of your pocket. It doesn't ride on your credit. It's fully insured. Why would anyone not do that? But simply just it's not explained right. So I'm not a big fan of those programs. I went to Rhode Island to help initiate this program for the state over there, because people were making a fortune. In Massachusetts and New Jersey, they were making fortunes. But in the state of New York, they don't pay you for your production. They throw you $5,000 from the state if you have a tax liability to cover that. And you'll get it through your taxes, and that's it. They give you a federal government 30% of the system's cost through a tax credit. If you don't have the tax liability, you don't get the tax credit. So that lower payment after its interest-only period, which you're given to get those tax credits, it's going to go up. I mean, eventually your utility is going to go up past that price too, and it will still be advantageous. But to save money right here and now, if you're taking out a loan and you don't got a tax credit, all that money that they give back to you, you don't get that money back. So that has to be explained. So how many people took out these loans, didn't get the tax credit? Hey, my bill went through the roof. What happened? And they
It's
feel
all about knowledge.
it is. It's all about knowing. Or it's and you know what really gets me is that I have to assume as the business owner and as the rep and the consultant that you don't know the programs. Too many people are finding homeowners that don't know, and they're pulling the wool over their eyes so they can get a scale. I have to go in there knowing that I have to make you comfortable and educating you about the programs so that you can be well informed so that this stuff doesn't happen. Love Solar Energy Services doesn't want to be around for 2 or 3 or 5 years. We want to be around forever. It's still the beginning of this industry. You know, we want to be around and watch it change and help influence it change in the right way for a very, very long time. And so that doesn't happen if you're lying to people. And, you know, you have to have a good reputation, a good rapport with homeowners now and forever. And the only way you do that is if you educate them. So that's how they get that knowledge. Because you could go online and look up everything you want to about
it's not the
solar.
same.
It's paid advertising. That's all it is. One company who uses this program is going to push that one and badmouth the competition. So if you click on one link versus another, how do you really know?
Right. And I'm listening to everything you're saying, but I'm not getting it all. I hate to tell you. Are you? Yeah, I know you are. Are you, Anita? Let's tell the truth here.
Well,
We're not.
There's a lot.
And it's not you. You're
There's
good.
A lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
It's me. You know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
there's a lot, and that's why you don't really come onto a show to
Complicated.
try to
No, but-
explain it all. You sit down with homeowners
right,
over
exactly.
a series of conversations.
Yes.
Coffee, cannolis, whatever you want.
Okay.
Pick your poison, right? Whatever you want. Cookies,
Lobster tail.
Yeah.
lobster tails. Why
And
not?
vodka.
Right? And
We got
vodka.
vodka today.
And that's
so-
how you do it. And you go over it and you
I
explain it
think you're
over
great.
time.
I mean, I'm teasing you, but no, I think you're right. And I think if people are smart enough to call you and go to your
Thank you.
website, which we have posted, they would do themselves a big favor.
appreciate
Because you're true
that.
blue. I mean, you're true blue. It's obvious. I mean, I
wouldn't
don't want
have
you
been
to
in-
have a heart attack. On
I
the
wouldn't have
show.
been in I wouldn't have been in the industry for 10 years if I wasn't. You know, that's the
Right,
only way to
right.
have staying power in
Yeah.
it.
That's
so.
passion, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
passion.
What do you think my
That's
blood
That's
pressure is right now?
I can't hear that. I'm like, wait a second. All right, we need a couple of volumes or something for this one. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Really.
Oh,
It
man.
was a great show.
You got me worried about you. I'm like, wait a second. Wait, I'm right back.
Okay. So let's go
This is
from
passionate.
This is my life's
This is
work. You
passion.
understand?
This
This is
is
my life's
passion.
work.
Yes.
If I was a restaurant owner or if I was an artiste like you, this is your life's work on
And
stage.
she is good at it,
This is
too.
my
She is.
life's work. 10 years, blood, sweat, and tears, traveling between states, being without my family. It's not easy. Getting a bad reputation for being some sleazy sales rep. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's tough. So
It's
yeah,
true. It's true.
It's I put everything into it.
But you're not, and we know that, and
Yeah,
a
we
lot
know
of
that.
people know that too.
We know that. We know.
And after today,
If you don't know it now,
I don't know now. I tell you, right?
Everybody's gonna know it.
Anita's going to be
about it.
singing about it.
I'm gonna show up at her show in the back like,
should.
hey, and by the way, give me a call.
Well, let's talk about another subject. I don't know if anybody knows, but Greg has been involved. I'm slightly involved with the Long Island Opera these days.
Oh,
Oh,
And you were just there Friday.
Really?
yeah.
I
the
missed
Long
it
Island
because I
Opera
was
night.
sick.
They're,
Yes.
they're,
Oh, my.
it's really.
where was it at?
This is in Northport. They have it in different
The end of
churches.
it?
You guys no
Oh, the churches.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have to tell you why, because these old churches have
Sound.
cathedral ceilings,
yes.
and I got to tell you
Beautiful.
something. It's amazing.
I bet.
I turned around. I said, "Why a church?" Well, once you hear it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's packed. It's packed.
Oh,
It's packed.
goodness.
And
And
I got to
he's
tell you
really
something,
involved now.
Isabella, Bernadette, Kimberly. I'm an announcer, so I have to get up and I have to announce the song, whether if it's in German, French, Italian, and I have to give a synopsis of what the song is about, the aria is about. And I got to tell you, I've learned so
You
much,
did a lot, yeah.
and I love it. I love it.
That's great.
You know, bringing me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm nervous. Like, I don't get nervous talking here, talking to you, talking whatever. But over
Right.
there, everyone, like,
It's a totally
all
different
eyes on you.
environment.
Yeah.
And you know what? And when they compliment you, I mean, first of all, you have to see these singers. They're
Amazing.
Oh, I can't
outrageous,
imagine.
outrageous.
Oh, my
And
and
the
Isabel,
clothes.
and Isabel that plays,
She's
and
beautiful.
she's a teacher. She plays the piano, and you have to hear her.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so I go
and so-
occasionally when I can.
So yeah,
But
we just
he's
so
in
we
church every
have
week
it.
now.
So yeah,
I love it.
So when I walk in, it's really warm for me. When I touch the holy water, it bubbles a little bit. But other than that, I'm doing okay.
Hey, however
You know, I got to
right?
loosen up the bow tie, like whoa. You know, and I've been
really
there for a couple of hours.
You're in the
so
Lord's house
yeah,
now.
I'm telling
Watch
you.
out.
But it all happened because we met at a restaurant. Again, we always meet people. And then they came on the show, and the rest is history.
That's awesome.
Wow.
You know, so we have a way of helping people. That when we realize
even
what
know
we're doing.
about.
Yeah, no, I gotta
Yeah.
tell
Come
you,
one night.
they are amazing
Yes.
and amazing. And I gotta tell you, they put me on the board of directors, which I love. That's I'm somebody now, you know.
Bigger shot.
I'm a big shot. Yeah, I'm a big shot.
That's
so
great.
That's
I'm
so
really
cool.
loving it.
Congrats,
I
I
really,
didn't know
really
about
am.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know either, really. You know, they were like, just to ask me to be a part of it means the
Yeah.
world just to even announce. And I have to tell you, you
I'm lucky
learn
what
so
you
much.
found, yeah.
You know, I never knew much about opera. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to always turn around and say, because my parents went to they used to go to the Met, and they always dressed in a tux and so
Yeah,
a little
that's
suit,
true.
whatever it is, and you're sitting down, and I would turn around and I would look. What are you looking for?
I'm not.
She's
What are you
spying.
doing?
She's spying.
See what I'm talking about?
I
Yeah.
did. It was a habit. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while.
All right, so just
You haven't been
Oh,
here. I
all
like
right,
to look
so-
over your shoulder.
There's somebody breathing heavy on my shoulder.
love it.
What are you doing?
I smell you too. You
Okay,
smell
good,
good.
good.
That's what I was doing. I was smelling you.
Here we go, here
I
we
was
go.
smelling your
Lovely
clothes.
story.
No, he has
Like-
I
good.
forgot my train of thought.
He's
What was I
got
saying?
good
Oh, your parents
Yeah,
going to the Met.
going to the Met.
Yes,
Going to the Met when I was
going
younger. Going to the Met when I was younger. I would sit there and I would look and say, wow, this place is beautiful. Now, one, I never realized that every singer didn't have a microphone. Like I've been to billions of Broadway shows. I love Broadway shows. And they have a little microphone, one up there, or whatever
Back
it is.
in the
or
day,
whatever
they
it is.
didn't,
Yeah.
but they do
yeah.
now.
So yeah, now yeah.
It really mattered
so,
about the venue.
So yeah, and it matters
Yeah.
of the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So and I would turn around and see all these old men and these old women. They have the binoculars and they have the gloves on. I mean, it's just like what you see. You know, it's like the elite.
Yeah.
The elite of
Right.
the elite.
Right.
They
Little
go there. Yeah,
glasses.
so they have little
Yeah.
binoculars and then they flip it down, or they have a little fan. You know, but then most of the time, by intermission, everybody's passed out. Like
Yeah.
you see the guy going,
Well, they have to go to the
like this,
bathroom.
right, or whatever it is. Yeah, and I used to sit there and say, "Wow, these people pay a lot of money to come see
yeah.
this,
And they love
and
it.
they dress up,
Yeah.
and they also fall asleep,
Yeah.
So they get to dress up,
Yeah.
watch part of a beautiful,
And take a nap.
right, and take a nap.
But it's still.
Couldn't you watch a movie?
And I was like, wow. So for me, I turned around like, okay.
It was right. What?
Yeah, so I was
that
like,
about?
yeah,
Why did
what,
they
you
fall
know,
asleep?
and I would sit there and I'm just listening to somebody scream or yell, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, and that would kill me. That used to, I don't know how you fall asleep with that.
Well,
You know, really,
it's
you know?
probably it's a soothing thing.
No, listen,
Nowadays,
now
'cause he
it
appreciates
is.
it.
Now all of a sudden I appreciate it. And I never realized.
And do you stay
wait,
awake?
No, I always stay
It
awake.
has to.
Yeah, no. I never realized that those
next
are words. Those are.
Right.
I don't care if
You
it's
don't
I
understand the
love you. I
language,
don't care if you
right.
just say I love you. It's a totally different language.
Right.
Yeah.
When you know what it
You know,
means.
yeah,
it
when
means
you know
so
what it
much
means,
more.
yeah, because you're sitting going, oh, that's what they're saying. And I never realized how much drama is
It's in
involved in
there.
that. Where
Yeah.
this one's cheating on this one, this one's trying to plot to kill
kills
the
that
king, and
Oh,
this one,
yeah.
marries his daughter, and this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
How can
it
they
was-
fall? And
oh
now
my
that you know,
God.
how do they fall asleep? You should
Oh,
like, give me
yeah.
my popcorn. Right?
It's amazing.
By the third
I'm
act,
telling
you're
you.
like,
Come on,
What
boys.
happens?
Yeah.
But
But it's
also,
awesome.
as
It
an
really,
audience
really is.
member, what he does now is so good for an audience member because I understand it because he explains it in English, and then you could really get into
Yeah.
it.
oh, that's what you narrated.
Yeah. I narrated.
Oh,
it.
how cool.
Yeah. So
That's really cool.
So it's I got to tell you, it's great. It's
We're all
great,
getting
and
into
it's
it a
the
little.
second Friday of every month. If you follow the page, Opera Night on Long Island,
Yeah.
and it's terrific. It's terrific.
Really
I
cool.
thank my
And you could
coaches.
always, call me. We have a
Yeah.
list. We're working with
Yeah.
them. I'm working with them part time
Yes.
great.
to help them market it.
Yeah.
So.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Opera
opera.
night.
I just like to
Opera
watch.
night. Cool.
And
sleep.
Do you?
yeah.
All right, listen. Right, you know they got to do. Wait. Now, wait. We went to go see MJ. Okay.
Yeah.
MJ,
Oh, I
Michael
want to
Jackson.
see that so
I
badly.
got to tell you something. Let me tell you
What
This is
something.
about me.
First
What
of all,
happened?
one, that it was great.
Oh, it was.
Okay. The music now, I do
yeah, the
like
music alone.
loud music.
Okay.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
And that's why I'm half deaf
But-
also. No.
Was it too?
No, it was
No,
great.
it was
When I tell you,
fabulous.
you could feel
Fabulous.
the bass like, in your chest. The way when
yeah.
that's the way I want to hear music.
Right.
And I know every song, blah, blah, blah. And she's sitting there, right? And, she's like this, all happy. And then all of a sudden she pulls an owl move. I call it an owl move. An owl move is when the owl sits like this and cocks its neck in and all of a sudden just sleeps. And starts sleeping. And once in a while, it gives a little move.
Yeah,
like this,
I did.
whatever. And I swear to you, the next minute, she's like, I'm like, what
I
is
did
it?
it.
The music was
sleeping
pumping
in
so
Michael
loud.
Jackson
Yeah, that's
concert.
And I was
understand.
like this, man. I have
Oh,
goosebumps.
man.
I've been
Listen to
having
this
these
song.
issues lately, like
And
narcolepsy.
man, I gotta tell you something. I turn around, I'm like this, and I look, and she's like that owl.
No way.
I
Oh, my
swear to you.
God.
How long ago was this?
About a month.
month
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, she look. But she's tired. I know she's up very late. But I sat there and I was like, "There's no way that anybody could have slept
You guys are great.
through that because
You
the music was.
obviously
Oh
when,
my
it-
god!
when it's going through your bones like that, it's
and
kind
I
of
swear to you, look, I still have goosebumps
That's
thinking
great.
about it. Look at this.
Yeah,
How do you
I
sleep through the heat?
And the lead actor.
It happens.
Yeah,
Then all of a
yeah,
sudden,
yeah.
I went, oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then all of a
Oh,
sudden
I
I
want
had to give a little nod there.
I
Yeah.
want to see that.
And then all of a sudden, then she's all
so
happy
cool.
again. She's like this.
That's number one on my
And then
list.
all of a sudden,
Yeah, this
oh,
is
what?
like-
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
That's true, but we did have a great time.
No, we had a wonderful
And
time.
everyone
Cool.
should go to longislandopera.org
That's awesome.
and check it out. And also, Bob D'Amato is going to be singing on Saturday the 29th at Mia's in Valley Stream. He's another one of our Bobby singers. And also Jim Altamori. He was here the other day when we had a little mishap on the show, but thank God we pulled it out. He's singing at Adelphi. And the
he's
Breakfast
great,
Club
he's
is
great.
getting tickets if anybody wants to go. It's a great jazz band. It's
cool.
like, forget about it. He was from a Bronx Tale. And they're all members of the Breakfast Club. They're all out of work.
Gotta give a quick shout out, William Stratford. Sorry I missed you there before. I apologize. How you doing? Then we have Marianne. Hello. Denise, Majed. How are you? Johansson, Laura Mint, Eliza. How you doing, hun? Great job. Johnny Mac, Charlie. You want to read?
No,
Okay, just checking.
Now you got one on each side.
I swear
Now
to
you
God,
got
I
one on
got
each
them on both
side.
sides. Okay.
Oh, my.
D Delap, how are you? Delapi, I hope I pronounced it correct. Yoli Medina, Melissa Figueroa, how you doing? Francine Patron, Joe Haran, Helen Ford, Carrie Ann Baccio, sorry, but I should know better than that. Jennifer Hoyt, Ray McKnight, Ed Shin, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long
I'm
time.
going to see
Ed,
Ed.
Ed, you're
gonna be
fired.
moving.
No, he's fired.
No, Saturday we'll see him at the movies. You know.
Yeah, no. But that's not what I'm saying.
He's
I haven't
busy.
seen him in a long time. He's too busy.
Yes, but that's a good thing.
No, that's a wonderful thing. I just haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Well,
He's
we're
not
looking forward to
about
seeing
it.
you.
So is he fired or not?
He's never.
Nah, I
fired.
can't fire.
Okay.
I got
your
to
back.
fire. You know,
I
I
got
got
your
fire
back.
everybody.
I don't know the guy, but I got his back.
you know me.
right?
We're happy for him that he's busy
Yeah,
because
you
he was a
kidding
good
me?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
He needed to be busy.
Good. With you.
what is it?
He needed to be busy.
Yeah. No, you kidding? Yeah. But,
Well, I have two things coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell
Let's
us.
talk about it.
Thursday, November 1st. It is not Thursday. Cut that. Tuesday is November 1st. I'll be performing with the Retirement Village people at the Seaford Public Library.
Nice. That's a nice one.
Yeah, and that's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So it's right over there on Jackson Avenue in Seaford. Check us out. I always say wear your Depends because you're gonna laugh so hard you're gonna pee your pants. So you better
Okay.
wear your
That's it.
Got any?
Depends.
That's
Yeah, I
awesome.
Be laughing.
I know.
That in
Sorry.
mind.
Sorry.
And
If you need any,
No, okay,
they're in my car.
yeah, okay.
and November,
Everything in your car.
that same week, November 3rd, that's a Thursday, I will be singing at Il Bacetto.
I love that place.
And
We have to go
Jerusalem
there.
Avenue
The
in
food.
Seaford, a small little mom and pop Italiano restaurant. The food is a
Angelina is the owner.
Oh,
I
she
love her.
is a doll.
And the best meal of the day there is the lasagna.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've
It's so
heard.
fresh.
It's hard to
Yeah.
find a good
Really?
Oh, it's like
You know what it is?
butter.
I mean, I
So
love-
I'll be there
Right.
the first Thursday in November from 6 to 9. Yeah. So the two things in 1 week.
Maybe we
you
could
know,
come after
it.
here that Thursday,
Yeah.
depending, you know.
check it out
'Cause we have to come right after
join.
the
You
show.
know, I take requests and
Yeah.
all of that. So
Well,
it's
that's a
good.
great restaurant. It really is. And my family had my little birthday.
I worried about them
lunch
so
there.
much during the pandemic because so many places, and I
Yeah.
was so happy they
nice
made it,
people.
that they made it through. But their food speaks for everything.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of things coming up. What about
Yes.
here at G's this
Oh,
weekend?
it's a weekend bash.
Oh yeah.
You got to look on the event page. We have Power 78 Radio, Power 78.7. They're going to be here. We have WLIR night
Wow.
for Halloween.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, we have a trunk or treat in Franklin Square,
Yes.
which Kiwanis
Oh,
in Franklin
trunk or
Square.
treat.
It's
Yeah,
a
those are
great,
cool.
great,
We have
great,
fun with
great
that.
day.
We do it all the time.
Everybody
Yeah, those are
dresses
cool.
up, and everybody at Rath Park in Franklin Square. I'm going to be in a costume, and everybody comes. I got to tell you, you get like over 1,000 people.
Yeah, it's really
I can't
nice.
tell you.
Do you know why you're not going to tell us?
Nah,
what's
I
gonna
can't
be?
tell you.
It's always a
Nah, I
shot.
can't tell you.
And this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be in Lindenhurst. Greg and I will be there on Saturday night. And our movie, two
Oh,
movies.
that's right. That's right.
The one with
That's
the
right.
kids, the casual crew. We're playing newscasters in the episode.
I saw that.
Yes.
Now where in Lindenhurst?
At the Moose Lodge, where
Oh,
they wear those
okay.
big hats. You know, those men wear those
Yeah, I
hats.
thought that was like I was like the Moose Lodge, but it's really, really big. I didn't
It
realize.
is.
I just see Ralph Cramden, whatever with the hat, whatever. That's
The raccoon
moose.
yeah, the raccoon hello thing, whatever it was.
And anybody that
The
wants to
moose.
go,
Yeah,
you
this
just
is-
go to
yeah, it's huge. It's beautiful.
LongIslandFreeway.com, get your tickets. If you just want to see us, you just pay $12. If you want to see the whole show, then you pay for the whole day. But it's like watching these great independent films, you know, and then there's a big food truck, which I know
Right.
you're going to be happy about, in between the movies. So we're going to have the big day is Saturday,
Nice.
Saturday
Nice.
and Saturday night.
So it's
I had to-
Friday.
I had to correct that.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday night,
Thursday
and
night.
then
Thursday
Friday,
night, Friday.
and Friday night and Saturday.
Saturday.
But-
I made a mistake. I'm sorry, correcting.
What?
My fault. No, it was next weekend. Let It Bleed is playing this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking. I got to tell you, I'm just thinking Halloween is.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Oh,
standing
so
next to
You know
all
what I
the
mean? So, yeah,
decorations.
Isn't it
all-
cute?
Yeah,
Nice
I kind of
job.
feel like it's this weekend.
So I
Yeah, you guys did a
apologize.
good
I
job over
apologize.
here.
Yeah. So anyway, Jerry Ferretti heads off to him, who got us in the movie, and heads off to Greg for allowing everyone to use this place. And
That's awesome.
and you know,
Yes.
he's a big shot. Friday night, Saturday night.
The
You're gonna be a big
biggest
shot.
shot.
You, because you were
was like,
a
what?
contributor
What are you
to
talking about?
the film.
No,
You know,
you're
I'm-
going to be a big shot.
I'm not a big shot.
Yeah,
I'm
she's going to be
just
signing autographs.
I'm just
Yeah.
a
She
woman.
can't
that-
wait for that.
Everybody
She
hates
can't wait
me.
for that.
No,
I
I
don't
gotta
care.
practice
Don't
having
stop.
that.
My
Yeah.
name is
Right.
Jackie. Everyone hates Jackie because she's a pain in the ass.
Is that right?
Jackie.
That's my
Jackie?
name in the
That's
movie.
in the
My name is
movie.
Jackie.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Is that like a new term? Is that like Felicia?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
But wait, she's Italian and her name is Jackie?
Yes.
It's got to be Josephine or something like
It's
that.
Jackie. My husband, you know, is a little bit of a crazy guy. But anyway, you'll
Ooh,
have to
Italian
watch
man.
But you
it.
played
He
crazy,
must
right?
work in
You
the
played
solar
crazy. You
industry.
played your
Yeah, right here.
What Italian man isn't crazy?
Well, this is true.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
I don't want to be.
hey, hey,
Come on.
sitting right here.
I'll give you one tip about the thing. If you figure out this, then you're smart. Where's the toast? That's part of something
Where's
that
the
goes
toast?
Oh, really?
on in the thing.
Where's the
Oh,
toast?
What
that's
is
the
where's the
thing.
toast
Where's
mean?
the toast?
Well, if it's about food, I'll figure it out.
For sure, right?
I'll be like, yeah, it's over
figure
there
it
in the
out.
corner.
I know what it
With
means.
some butter, a little bit of cinnamon on
it.
top. Yeah.
I know what it means, but nobody else
Yeah,
does.
so-
But it took me a while to figure it out because I'm a little slow. So anyway, but
But guys, really,
it's going to be a
it's
great
gonna be-
week,
it's
and
gonna
I'm
be a
glad
great
I'm
week, yeah.
better.
that's right.
And now I have to
yes,
Feeling better,
shut
too.
up for a few days
And
again.
that's it's difficult.
I know.
So,
But
anyway.
I'm so happy to
But
see
now,
you.
but now your
So-
family knows you're not contagious.
Yeah.
And as long
that's
as we
right.
make it through the next week, the three
That's
of us,
it.
Yeah,
they
then
can
we-
come
then
over
we could
without having
verify
to
that.
Exactly.
dropping and
Yeah.
running.
Well, I give them a lot of guilt. So
Yeah, well-
you have no
She's great.
idea.
Guilt queen. Guilt queen. She is the guilt
I
queen.
told everyone. They just came to the door and handed little things in the.
Did
No,
you?
my sister Liz. She's nuts. She would not come in. She parked the car like
Really?
6 cars away.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
She just
That's
funny.
funny.
But anyway,
Manchi, Shirley, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't give you a shout out before. And again, guys, thank you. Thank
yes,
you.
and
Thank you.
yes,
Thank
and
you.
the
Thank
show.
you for having us.
Basically,
So
the next
pleasure.
show, because we're on a sabbatical for 2 shows, is going to be next Thursday. So it's going to be a big
It's
one.
like a paternity leave. So
As long as she doesn't get any more shots, right?
that's it. That's it.
Then
That's it.
we're good.
So,
my Lord.
but really, guys, thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Please follow us, share us, like us, do all the above, and looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. All right.
Yes.